Hello and welcome to the next episode. We are already on episode 4, and last time we have
Ready for
consolidated here in Bangladesh, and now we control Pakistan and Arabia as well. And now the next objective, of course, is India. We are going to push public opinion here, which is also going to increase our influence income, which is nice as well. And of course, with our guy here, with our spy, we are going to continue hunting servants and protectorates.
Standing by for orders.
Just to, how to say that, give them a nice visit, something like this. And we're going to increase public opinion with Bharat here. So in the Gulf Union, because then we don't need to invest that much into unity here, so we can invest the points into something else. Sadly though, he is not that great. And next is something I saw in between. So we can get the Adonis here actually by changing a few things. Oh, just one thing. We can get Crossing Rivers for Humanity. We unequip this one and take Adonis instead, and when we get 2 admin again, we can pick this one up again. Now we are already at 18 persuasion.
Ready for orders.
So the public campaign here is now on a base chance of 88% without money investment. We can go to +10. But even taking a point is now at 6%. So this is really going up now. But we're going to continue because we can still get to +10 from public campaign, therefore making these control points super easy. And as said last time, we are probably going to abandon either Pakistan or Bangladesh or the Gulf Union here in favor of rushing India through and then reclaim one of those later. Probably Gulf Union, but this is a really nice spoil country and easy mission control because of the investment points, and it's relatively cheap. We could abandon Pakistan here, and that one is 100 points, so that's basically 2 control points here in India. I do think that's a good idea, but it's not worth it right now, because 2 control points of 6 is not the same science output as we have in Pakistan right now. And Bangladesh itself is about 80. Could also abandon that one if we want to. So abandon these 2 and replace with India. That would be that's 125 plus about 100. So that's 225, and we need a total of 300. So we just need like 20 or 30 additional points, and then we could replace these 2 and go into India full speed if we want to. Yeah, and now we are going to see what happens with the global tech, because the Protectorate will be able to pick a technology, and hopefully they pick at us too.
Culture?
Yes,
Culture
there we go.
is nothing more than a qualitative
Nice.
marketing profile.
So that's good. And now we can just speed forward again. We are going to push into alien operations here, and then, for example, into arrival markets, which we are going to get from the project Global Tech that we just finished. Or just got finished. So that's something we are going to do here now.
Lending my expertise.
And this can go permanent now. Yeah, there it is already. So this one will be the next one after the alien
I have
movements.
new information.
Repeat. And that one should finish any second now. When it rains. Cause major damage to the economic population in Lahore. Pakistan. Quite a lot of... let's take it. We want to save
is increasingly
Pakistan here.
with us.
Repeat.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Repeat as well, and there we go. Unhelpfully, domestic law enforcement tends to close investigation once apparent abductees return, and thus it has fallen to our local operatives to follow up on the many rumors of erratic or aberrant behavior amongst the reappeared. Concerningly, the investigation and interviews strongly corroborate these reports and indeed suggest that the true purpose of alien abductions is something other than mere research and experimentation. So we get new information, and we can now detect alien operations.
The enemy is infiltrating our society.
turning our people against us. We can trust no one.
So it's now clear that what we are facing is nothing less than an all-out invasion. The aliens have some way of subverting their captives that leaves them under alien control. Countries in which the aliens have been active are seeing rapid upswing in pro-alien and collaborationist views. People of influence, politicians, celebrities, media personalities are suddenly changing their views and agitating strongly for pro-alien policies. The process is frighteningly fast. People who oppose the new policies may be fired, imprisoned or killed, or they may also have a sudden conversion. It's like watching the spread of a cult, except 1,000 times faster. We need to stop this, but how? Eliminating the humans who have been brought under alien control is impractical. The contagion spreads far too quickly and widely. What we really need is some way to identify exactly who has been compromised, but it's hard to see how we can do that without being able to track alien activity. So we now got the alien activity monitor here. And... oh no, alien movements is the next one we have to research. And then we can... actually go after one of them. Okay, so I need to pick a new project here. Yes, and we go into arrival markets. Where are you? There you are. So this is going to be important, and everything else we're going to leave like this. And now we are just going to speed forward here. Okay, it's January 72, and we have just taken the first control point in India itself. So we are going to now put this one on permanent assignment here in India, and we are going to get all 6, hopefully in the next 6 mission phases, basically. And now the question is, what do we want to have as priority here? I think we're going to start with Unity here, just so that we... oh, wait a second, that may be not worth it right now. So let's instead already do something like this and a bit of mission control for now. And also welfare. Yes, we need to push welfare actually pretty hard. Economy can wait. Oh well, maybe not that long, but maybe mission control can wait and we just do welfare, economy and knowledge a bit right now. The big problem of India is the climate change effects, which are going to hit us very hard. So I don't know if we can even stabilize the economy here, because we're going to lose like 5% or like 3% probably of the economy per year, I think. So we would need to... I'm bad with math right now, but climate change here all time are 3 trillion already, which, yeah, 10% is already gone here. Yeah, sounds like 1%. No, yeah, 10%, right? A bit less, 8%. But yeah, we have to see when we have all 6 control points, how well we can manage the economy and if that is even working out at all, or if we have to wait until we, for example, have nano factories, the factories in orbit of Earth later on, which give economy bonus investment. But yeah, that's something for the future. So we are going to continue taking points now in India. And I think I'm going to actually disband these 2 here. Unless I really have enough money from here. Because I'm currently only spoiling here, but I don't want to lose the 4 control points. Yeah, I have to make decisions here which I really don't like yet. So, but something like this has to happen now. And meanwhile, we just continue forward and get more orcs. We do have the 2 technologies which give us +5. So we are going to get pretty large groups of orcs every turn now. And that's of course something we are going to use to boost up our control point cap as well. So let's see where we are in a few weeks. Well, here we are. We have finished alien movements, which will open up the hunt towards the first alien to find it and take it out. So our Amiri will go on the hunt from the next turn onward. We have a strong lead over here in Kazan, because there was an abduction recently, so we are going to start there trying to find an alien agent. But now back to alien movements here. By studying residue found in the vicinity of reported alien sightings, we have established that, rather than sweating liquid as humans do, these aliens dissipate heat in a similar manner to dry ice, sublimating from solid to gas. Fortunately for us, tracking these is relatively straightforward. During the peak of the global war on terror, most nations were already using forward-looking infrared FLIR to detect biological aerosol threats. By expanding the quantities and capabilities of such systems, we will be able to detect presence of this alien byproduct in real time. Perfect, so we do have
If we
now...
track them, we can kill them, Colonel.
So it wasn't easy, but we have managed to forge the beginning of an alliance against the enemy. Over a dozen intelligence agencies and paramilitary groups have agreed to cooperate against the aliens, with more joining each week. A lot of these men were ones I would have shot on sight a couple of years back, and now we are allies. Funny old world. We are already placing observers in or taking control of communication companies and surveillance agencies at key points across the globe. The next time an alien shows up, we should be in position to properly welcome it to Earth. So, we are going to detect one and then take him out. Perfect. So now, what else do we research? We do need... we got the rocket project recently. I think we are going to take the... Alice construction of Anaconda Copper Hera. Anaconda Copper Hera. I can't remember which one we want to maybe use. Probably torpedoes or something. Targeting range 1000 kilometers, nice. So let's research this one for our next ship. Meanwhile, we have to push through Arrival International Relation. Nobody else is going to help us, so let's get this behind us until we get projects for control points. And Kinetics Warfare. We missed our spot here. I didn't notice that they pushed this hard. So, yeah. But now we are going to try to find an alien. Well, that was quick. We just found the first alien. Not where I expected, in Kazan. No, we got lucky that... Ooh, even a critical success. Oh, that plays well into our hands. I expected one to be here in Russia, where the plants showed up, but I found... There was a, what is it called here, an abduction, alien activity. So we just noticed that, and we also discovered the counselor doing that, not the alien agent. And now the big question
The
is,
people
can we
will
take
come
it
to
out?
our side.
Meanwhile, we do have a little bit of a control point problem here, as we can see. We are at minus 176 influence. And that's, of course, not ideal. We are pushing our public opinion here because we get more influence from the population that we have on our side. But in the end, the only thing that matters is getting our control points up. We already have surrendered Bangladesh and Pakistan here, but we still own the Gulf Union here for spoiling because we are starving for cash and all the orcs that we want to buy are very expensive. Currently, there is no orc available which would increase control points because that's only admin, command, and persuasion, and there's nothing we can do in that regard here currently. No, we can't even buy a trade which boosts that. So we have to wait a bit until we can hopefully get something. But now let's finish that mission phase here. Okay, there are the rockets, and there are other ones. I think we should have done this one because Artemis is the one we want, and not the one we just took. Okay, here we are leading, and some others have invested. Carbon. I again missed my window here on that tech. Not fine. If their carbon
Violence is abating.
Also useful. And yeah, the influence problem is the biggest one here.
The differences in our languages are irrelevant, for we all grow closer to those near us in times of distress.
We picked automatically
creating
Unity movement here
communities
to get to the India project. That's good. And now next will be at Astra here. So we're going to push this one as well. And yeah, let's push this one through. We don't need that one. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's most important here. Did we just not pick it as corridor diplomacy? Here we go. So that's our highest priority target here currently, so we can go out of these ones here. And we want that 16th of May, so that's like a month. We can still go out of here actually. 11th of month. Yeah, we pushed this hard. Really hard. Because we need to avoid going bankrupt on control points here. And we lost another one here in Bangladesh. That's fine as well. We made one mistake. We got control over Pakistan earlier, and we should have dissolved the nukes here. That was a mistake, that we didn't get rid of them. Which definitely is a problem. Okay, now, what are our chances? We do have Intel on target +3. +4 from the tech. 29. We can do one more investigate here. Which we probably should. And afterwards we can try the
We'll see what they're up to.
assassinate here.
Where do you need me?
And you can investigate the activity here. So let's... next mission phase we get the new orcs. Is there anything we can augment here? Anyone got enough experience points? The answer is no. So we just rush through this mission phase as well. We are going to dip,
Lending my expertise.
dip down really low on influence here. What? Really? How did they get this one?
Surveillance
annoying.
complete.
Okay, we improved our knowledge here on the alien, so we should get +5 now.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Yeah, the public opinion is shifting this around
The
like
situation
crazy.
remains chaotic.
Yeah, just do it again. Yeah, this is getting tight now. And there's corridor diplomacy. Nice. So now it dropped to 92. That's, of course, ideal. So we go back to Aryan Origin and we restart our technologies here and push Ad Astra through. Good, 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 good. We need more like these technologies,
Recon
really.
complete.
And that urgently. 92. And there's the last one in Bangladesh. No, it's not the last one. But executive has fallen. Not cool. But fine. But at least our influence problem is decaying quickly now. And now we can see if there's anything we can buy here. Is maybe there a new admin org something? Nope. Nothing of that sort here. So that's a problem. That's not worth it. We don't need funding. We don't want funding. This one doesn't have science. So it's basically nothing here. Okay.
Ready.
So, but now we try to take him out. So Alpha 1. Actually the first one. That's nice. So we go... 32 should be enough. 92% chance.
I have them in my sights.
And now we need someone with at
Your
least
orders?
a little bit of security.
Standing by for orders.
Actually, we
I'm
don't
here.
have... Ooh.
Your orders?
Your orders?
Ooh, we have nobody
Where
who
to?
can protect.
What's the op?
So if this
I'm
one
here.
is a failure,
Standing by for orders.
then we're
At
going
your
to have a
service.
problem. Okay, I'm going to put this one here though, to keep us on high
I will
public
tell our
campaign
story.
in Pakistan. I guess we try it, right? Yeah, India is poorly on the cohesion. That's something we have to solve, but we are already slowly getting the unrest down, but we don't... We have to use our Amiri when he is home to lower unrest here. That's something we are going to do afterwards. Now let's get the alien out
I
of
will
the
help
way.
them.
Ah yeah, one of the mining bases finishes. And come on, come on, come on. Let's hope we don't get
They
critical.
won't be causing us any more
Nice.
problems.
First hit. Nice. Perfect. Few among us would have ever believed that day would come. Not only inaugural proof of life from another world, but the successful retrieval of an intact alien body. Ours to study at leisure. Returning it to our labs has been a challenge, however. Its cellular structure began to deteriorate at an alarming rate, which we believe to be due to some sort of genetically programmed failsafe, presumably to prevent this race's enemy from learning more about them. Fortunately, we were well equipped enough to quickly transfer the corpse into cryogenic storage, by which point only its outermost extremities had succumbed to a process. More problematically, the pathologist tasked with initial assessment of the body quickly fell into an inexplicable stupor. The effect dissipated within a few hours and did not repeat. A full post-mortem may now begin.
They can bleed, Colonel, and they can die.
Well, that was satisfying. The alien walked into the ambush right on schedule and went down to rifle fire. It tried to get up, so the boys broke out the heavy weapons. Long story short, it's definitely dead. Our chief pathologist has complained about the number of bullets he's going to have to pick out. We told him to stop whining. So now the next one is with hydrobiology, which we are going to do eventually, but probably not right now. This was only for the first quest to get out of the way. Of course they don't like this, but now we have to continue consolidating here in India and stabilize it. So we are going to focus on that one for the moment. Well, we have progressed quite a lot, and we took out the second alienaire, Alpha 5. We also know that there is a third one somewhere here in Russia. I thought we saw him already. And maybe he went into hiding already because he failed a mission and therefore got discovered. He was doing abductions here somewhere. So I think we are no longer seeing him, but we know that there is one here, up here, which we are going to hunt next. But in between, until we can find one, we are going to use our Amiri to stabilize India further, because we are really struggling to get this one down here because it's going up by 0.25. The problem here is our fragmentation of cohesion. So we have to pull this one up, which we already do by unity and knowledge. But also we are pulling down the welfare or the inequality with welfare, which also pulls down the cohesion further. So we are currently getting minus 7.9 inequality. And from inequality on the cohesion value, which is a problem here for India because of the massive amount of population. Yeah, meanwhile, however, the settlement hub has been researched by the AI. Orbitals is almost done now, so settlement core here is under construction, which we are going to use to then make settlements on Mars. And of course, then we can put more science station there, which helps us a bit at least. But yeah, until then, we are just going to jump forward here because not much else is happening. We are struggling with command points here, or control points like crazy. And we are trying to fix the situation of India, but that will take us at least a year until India is somewhat usable. Well, here we are, and this is going to be the end of this episode. We have pretty much consolidated our homes now. We just finished Common Course, which gave us 10 very critical management capacity points here. So plus 10, that was very important. And meanwhile, a lot of stuff is going on currently. So for example, we are in a race here with the initiative for in situ resource utilization. It's nothing I picked, that was something the AI picked. I think it was even the initiative. I'm not going to complain because Dry Hole is annoying and Lucky Strike is useful. So these events are going to happen accordingly. So the good ones are happening more likely. I hope that I can consolidate my lead here, but I don't think I can. So that one thing. The other thing is that our Mars bases here are under construction and building some labs there. I'm building fission reactor arrays. I cannot yet upgrade into the beta mining. That's going to come next when the technology is done, which is currently here. I also want to do alien origin now. I mean, we could do like this. We could also go here. And we could also delay these one. Then we would be leading. Let's see if that works out. 6th of April, so that's like in a few days. So let's see if that works out here. Are they still pushing it? They are. And this one is terrible. So we need... Yeah, this is still very close though. Okay, we just continue a bit here. Now, meanwhile, we also fixed up India now. India is now down to 1.5 unrest, which is good. We do mostly push into welfare. I want to get down to 3.5 before I switch, before I decrease our investment on welfare here. And then I'm also pushing knowledge currently. What we also need to do is, however, get mission control going. That's something we are lacking hard currently. By the way, I abandoned the Gulf Union here. I put that one on mission control, so maybe we are going to pick it up later again, but not right now. And I'm pushing mission control here in Bangladesh. So the space program was finished in between, mostly from the AI and not from me. So those who have been holding this one here. And now I'm pushing public opinion here in Pakistan, but I also have to again go against whatever is pushing here. Probably the resistance itself. And we are still reducing unrest here in our two countries. So here's 3, 1.5 here. And then we have to sadly go against them here. The main problem is that one is public support. The other is that we really need investigation still. And we only have one person currently with a decent amount of investigation.
Ready for orders.
So what we probably have to do relatively soonish is rebuild, for example, this guy here into investigation. Or someone else. He has 6. Now she will stay on persuasion. This one has 5, but he's our scientist, so he was going to stay on advice. So maybe him, the tech mogul here. So we are going to rebuild him into investigation, maybe. But we definitely need a second one so that we can queue up 2 actions at the same time. I'm also trying to get the monetary fund this time. So actually it turned up again. And this one would be really nice to get, but we still need to wait like 1 month before we have the influence for this. And also we are actually discovered by the aliens here, but they are not going after us yet. So that's why I'm not going to do anything about it right now. Instead I want to continue fixing my countries here. So let's see the space race going on here. This one is okay.
Offering assistance.
This one is okay as well. So let's see, 8th of April. And we are... Ooh. Another one. Actually, I think that's more important. No, not that, not like... Wait a second, not the... This one. The alien origin can wait. And this one here. So we're going to do this afterwards when we have run this race here. And some labs have finished up here. That's gonna be useful as well.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
And yeah, they need to wait for the reactor array so that they have energy. Yeah, there was something. Okay. And now we can actually reduce our investment here. We should get back into all of those again. So we should win the race here anyway.
Things are cooling off.
Ooh, that's a good one for volatile.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
Okay, but not really good enough. But yeah, we are progressing nicely here now. Really, really nicely. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's even bases here. Interesting. So, yeah, this one is a good one. The AI, of course, on brutal difficulty starts with a lot more mission control, so they can do a lot more than we can currently, but we are going to outscale them anyway when we have the mission control, which is our main problem here. The good thing is that our cohesion is going up. This one is not good. So with the increased cohesion, we are going to get a bit more science as well. We are up to 1.5k here now, so that's really good. And this is only the beginning in the end. Oh, look at that. We can get a lot of admin here. So we are actually going to invest into this. So we want to build up, let's see. So I think we use the 13 persuasion guy here because he has... Oh, wait a second, he will be the science thing. But that doesn't really matter long term. No, I think that's okay. So we take it here. This one as well. Now that pushes up nicely. That's a nice tech though. But it's only plus 3% science bonus. That's really not worth it. So we are going to wait until we get proper orcs here for investigation on him. Until then, we are not going to do much here. Okay, we can get something here. And... oh, he's already at 15. It's a persuasion person. So he can probably, for example, sell this one here. Or unequip at least. So we can get the space tech on... yeah, I think it's worth it taking this one here. And this one needs more admin now. We probably should have taken the admin on our scientist who's doing advice, but I can still change this. We can also just wait. And then we have here... ah, this is this guy, yeah. So he's not going to take anything for the moment. Okay, let's continue. And let's see what we can pick in a global tech race here next day. Yes, perfect. Wait a second. No, they have not overtaken us. I was confused for a second here. So, I think the missions will stay as they are. This is completely fine. Yeah, and breaking this will be now the main challenge. So we will need about 125 control points to get this one. So we are still far away from this, but we will get there eventually. Okay, so let's start this mission phase and then make a cut after the global tech question. Oh, this one isn't great. No.
I will help them.
All of us here take water for granted each and every day.
So, where are we? So we have multiple things to do now. We are still pushing towards more space, more control points on Earth, which would, for example, lead towards a rival international development or the sociology. We should check where this leads into. So if you want to stay on these kind of things here. So for example, the arrival mass communications here will get appeal to fear. That doesn't matter. The broadcast outlet doesn't matter either. And arrival culture is a bit far away currently. So yeah, that's not the path we are going to take. So instead we are going for tier 2 science stations, which means, for example, we want the social science research center. That's something we want as soon as possible on our orbitals on Earth. Which means we need the directed space research, which requires Ad Astra, which we got. We need quantum computing and space research. So space research needs augmented reality. So that's what we want to go for next. Good. Question solved. Augmented reality it is. Because we need the tier 2 science stations as soon as possible now. We have one slot here. The Unity movement's going for great nations. So that's going to just continue forward now. We have one that we probably can pick in whatever direction we want. Probably we go into ship stuff with that slot. And then the other one will lead towards science stations. But we could, I think we can do one parallel station towards the runs research here, which is also preparation for science, which we need to do as quick as possible. But we also need to prepare for a better ship. I already made a shipyard on Mars here, a space dock here. There are two things we want to do. One is that we of course want to shoot down whatever is around Earth when it comes to it. But we also want to take over more stations on Mars when we can, for which we just need some Marines. But that's still a bit away, but we should target our research in this direction. So that's something we are going to do next episode when we take control of even more global research slots. We do have 2.6k science output now. So if we go into faction mode here and check the resources, we can see that we are leading in science output now, which is good. So it's easier for us to contest global slots if we play well. And yeah, and as we can also see is that all of the AI factions are currently overcapped by a bit. And that's good for us. So there, for example, the resistance here, if we are lucky, they might abandon Pakistan, for example, here. That would be in our interest. But if not, we would face the reality of having to break through a protected slot into Pakistan here. Because we can't go to war because we screwed that up that we didn't disband the nuclear barrages. Else we could have just invaded when needed to. But I want to do it peacefully anyway. We already got an alliance here with them. So that's good. Which means we just need the executive if we want to be very cheap for the unification project to succeed. Bangladesh is ours. So this is our next focus. And if that is done, we would go for the outlying things. Probably not even. I think it's not worth it to go for these ones here. Instead, we probably look at the Southeast Asian Alliance, because we do have claims here as well later. Or we start preparing, for example, for the East African Federation here. Or something else like this. Probably it makes sense to take over Ethiopia first, so that you can get the African Union from there quickly. But yeah, that's questions for the next or the episode after that, Ethan. So leave a like and subscribe and see you next time.